for this build you will need an 11 by 15 area. Then you go over here to place down 2 temporary blocks. And 2 hoppers running into these blocks, just like so. Then over here you want to place down a chest. Then over here some blocks in a fish shape. Take out this block and place down your redstone repeater. Then over here a redstone comparator. And over here a redstone torch. 2 pieces of redstone dust right over here. Then you can either have 2 normal solid blocks, or you can make a little sound effect with a gold block and a nail block, and you click this one 21 times. Then over here some more blocks. A redstone repeater again. We'll leave it on 1 tick. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3 blocks like so. And some pieces of redstone dust. Then for the hopper you want to put in your currency. And some secret blocks. So I choose a stone block with a name called name any item. So I just named this in an anvil. And you can basically choose any item you want, and you can give it any name. So for example, password 123056 or anything else. So yeah, now you can try this out with an emerald. Put it in this hopper. And as you can see, it gives out a redstone output. Now we're going to make the 3 spinning wheels. So you start over here with a dropper and a hopper running into it. Then in this dropper you want to put 5 non-stackable items such as boots, armor, swords, that kind of stuff. And 1 stackable item. And that can be a block or a piece of redstone dust, whatever. Then over here you want to place down a redstone comparator. Then 2 blocks like so. 2 pieces of redstone dust. Some more blocks like this. Another piece of redstone dust. Then 2 redstone repeaters and leave them on 1 tick, just like so. Then over here you want to place down an observer facing towards this piece of redstone dust. Then a block. Then let's get some half slabs. Over here. Then 2 blocks like so. And some redstone dust. Then over here you want to place down a normal piston. And on this half slab a sticky piston. Then you want to place on the observer facing upwards with a piece of redstone dust on it. Then another half slab with a piece of redstone dust. And over here, another half slab. Then right over here, 3 blocks like so. And over here, 4 more blocks until you reach this end. Then 7 redstone dust. An observer facing towards this line of redstone dust. A sticky piston. And over here you want to place another block and another half slab. A regular piston. And 2 pieces of redstone dust. Then right over here you want to place down 2 blocks like so. 3 pieces of redstone dust. A regular piston facing downwards. An observer facing upwards. And a sticky piston under this observer. Then 2 pieces of redstone dust. Then get your redstone lamp. And this is optional for some nice effect. Then right over here, we're gonna place down another half slab. A solid block. 2 pieces of redstone dust. An observer looking at this piece of redstone dust. A sticky piston facing downwards. A regular piston. Then 3 blocks like so. 3 blocks like this. Same thing here. 3 blocks like so, and 3 blocks again. And then we can test this machine by, again, putting in an emerald. And as you can see, it works. After finishing your initial wheel, you have to make 2 more of these. They're pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is that in this dropper they're not 5 but 4 swords. And this one has 3 swords or non-stackable items. So now we can link them all up together with simply placing down 2 redstone repeaters in these locations and leave those on 1 tick. And we can test this out. As you can see, it works. And if there's something wrong, just check your redstone placement. Maybe you forgot a half step somewhere. So yeah. Now we're going to actually add the prices to this machine. So I choose to make an emerald machine. And for the first price I'm going to have some emerald blocks. Then for the second price the player will get some emeralds. And then of course there's no price. Same thing here. Just like so in this pattern. So you start on the top with the and the bottom with the number 1 price. Then the second best price. And over here, nothing. And over here we just want to take out these 12 blocks and place down some glass blocks or any other transparent blocks. Any block that doesn't transfer over a redstone signal. So now once again, let's test it out. As you can see, it creates this really cool effect. Now for the third and final part of this tutorial, we're going to make the winner detection system. So we start over here by placing down a block. Make sure you don't actually put a block over here because that will crash the system. So just like this, then a redstone repeater set on 2 ticks. So you click it once. Then 3 blocks like so. Over here a half slab. A redstone comparator on top of this half slab. Then 3 pieces of redstone dust. A redstone repeater over here, so now 4 ticks. Then over here we're going to make a redstone torch burnout clock. And over here a solid block. So this redstone torch would flicker off. Then 2 pieces of redstone dust. 2 more blocks. Another piece of redstone dust and a redstone repeater facing in this direction. And you click this 3 times to set it to 4 ticks also. Then over here, a redstone torch on the side of this block. 4 blocks like so. Over here a note block to play the sound effect. Piece of redstone dust. Redstone torch. A redstone repeater again set to 4 ticks, so you click it 3 times. Running into this block. Place down some blocks like so. And a block next to this hopper. And some redstone dust. And what this line of redstone dust will actually do is lock this hopper. So when you're playing this game, you actually can't pay another item that will, so that will prevent the player from actually losing their items when they're playing the game. So yeah, that's really cool. Then over here we're going to continue with this part. So we're just going to place down a redstone repeater and leave this on 1 tick. Some blocks like so. 3 pieces of redstone dust. And 2 repeaters. Place down a solid block right over here. This one is pretty important, so don't forget this one. Then we're gonna place down 6 more redstone repeaters and leave all of those on 1 tick. Then over here 2 droppers. So no blocks for the sound effects. Click this one 21 times. And this one 14 times. over here you're gonna put in your number 1 price, which is in my case emerald blocks. And over here emeralds, which is the second best price. So here is something really cool we can actually do. So I can decide how many prizes the player wins. So this line again represents the emerald blocks price. So if I leave this on 1 tick, it will give the player, if they get 3 in a row of the emerald blocks, it will give the player 8 emerald blocks. If I set this to 2 ticks, it will give the player 4 emerald blocks. 3 ticks is 3 emerald blocks, and 4 ticks is 2 emerald blocks. So I'll just set this to 2 emerald blocks, and I'll leave this one on 1 tick, so that will give the player 8 emeralds. And the way I choose these numbers is there is a 1 in 27% chance of winning emeralds, and 1 in 27% chance of winning the emerald blocks. So when a player plays his machine 27 times, in theory they should win 2 emerald blocks in my machine and 8 emeralds, which sums up to a total amount of 26 emeralds. So for every 27 emeralds someone pays in this machine, they will actually over time only get 26 of these emeralds back. So I'll gain just a little bit of profit from this machine. So that is how I have chosen my numbers. And of course you can change the timings of these repeaters from, let's say, 1 tick to 4 tick. So it will drop less emeralds and you will gain just a little bit more profit. And of course you can also have different prices and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, I think we should just test this machine out again. Let's play the sound. Would be a miracle if we actually got it first try. No, okay. So then this sound should play. Yep. And then we're ready to play again. Just gonna try this 1 or 2 more times. You can actually prepay already. That's really cool. Because this operator is locked. Nothing. So now it will automatically pick up this emerald. So I'll just jump to a clip where I did actually win something. Okay. We actually won something. So we won the 8 emeralds. Not too bad. The only problem here is that they are dropped right over here on the redstone dust. So we have to place down some water over here. Just place down some blocks like so, to make a little path for the water to flow in. Place down your water bucket. I'll slap over here. And because one of our prizes is emerald, we actually have to prevent the emeralds from falling into the payment system, otherwise we would win the emeralds and directly pay with them, which we don't want, of course. So we catch the emeralds, or the other prize, the emerald blocks, with a hose over here. So when you win them, you can just pick them up. And yeah, that's basically the whole design done. So after just 10 minutes of decorating, this is how it looks like right now. Looks pretty cool to me. Some saplings, and then their chest for quick access to your prizes and stuff. Then over here drop one of the emeralds, and yeah, the prizes, 2 emerald blocks and 8 emeralds. So let's play this one more time. So that was the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. So yeah, I really like this machine, it's really cool. I'm definitely going to make this one time in some sort of Skyblock server. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and see you later.